I've got a job.
How old were you when you left school, Ian?
But I left work for
Yeah,
O level.
I
think it was
I went
16
into
or
service.
17.
Yeah.
It's when it came up to O level.
And then you left.
But I can't remember.
I
I think
went to
16, I think.
to Batley.
I
Yeah.
was 16.
And
Yeah.
Because I think I had a year service and I went to Air Force when I was 18.
So what age were you when you left school?
that's what I'm saying. They were.
That was last ones to
And,
finish school at 14. It went up to 15
I
years.
was on
Oh,
it
yeah.
in the phone,
And I
they
ended
were
up as a
a
monumental
Jewish
sculptor,
shop had their food.
putting letters on gravestones. All the gravestones have got to be, they're cut with saws, you know,
Yeah.
put them on and all sawn cut and
Nearly up
everything.
against us.
We hadn't, we got to chisel them and work
That
the
was
stones.
first job, I tell you.
Well,
It's-
well, yeah.
And was that
So-
here in Barnsley that you
Forget
did that?
name on the place now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's
And
how
I did
it is.
25 years
And
at
I
that.
had me leave.
Luckily I got a job in
actually
ambulance
got a-
service.
I would,
So it worked out well for you in the end.
Did 23 years and
Yeah.
23 and a half years in
I had
ambulance
to leave
service.
us. That
That's
was
a
it
good
with
long
me.
service.
25 years as a monumental
There's
sculptor.
no, you can't carry on there.
I don't think I could do it now, but-
Lime on your chest.
Yeah.
Job.
Where is
I was
it?
building now.
Do you know where it is in Barnsley?
You know where Doncaster Road comes out? Now they built that big roundabout. Well, that were off it. That's the big Alhambra cinema.
And is that them taking it down?
Yeah. But I used to work straight opposite there. But yeah.
Wait a minute, I brought it.
Yeah.
Soon as me to take.
I was only 14, and that was my first job going into service. Nothing else for us. There was nothing else. We had to go into service, and we used to get 7 and 6 a week.
Is that how much you got paid?
7 and 6
Wow.
a week. Yeah, that's what we used to get. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I used to be up in the morning because he was diabetic, and I had to see to him to give him his proper meals because, you know. And it was a big vicarage. It's still there, St Thomas Vicarage at Batley. And but I've never been back really at all, you know.
Was he the vicar like for that area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a massive place. It wasn't as big as this place, you know.
Yeah.
I did more really doing skipping, what they call skipping then. Yeah. And we used to,
Housework.
I worked away at Batley but as a servant, and when I was 14, and I was there a while. I was there 3 years, and then I left. I went into munitions, and I did what they call wet grinding, and I couldn't stand it. It got on my chest, so I had to leave. And then I got this job at a bakery at Thorncliffe. Well, they used to take it out to pits.
Down to the pit.
Yes. Because they had a canteen then, and they used to take the buns and that to canteen. Ah, they were happy days anyway.
Yeah.